Yeah, welcome back. This Face to Face on ChannelOne TV. My guest is not Brian Champon. My guest Pius Hadzide. He speaks for Brian Champon on this MPP internal race. Your candidate was Minister for Agric. They say that fertilizer didn't get to farmers in the north, and fertilizer is a very key campaign issue, and that is why your party lost. So it is not everything you have been saying to me.
I'm scandalized by any such suggestion. This is not the first time we have won elections. We are hoping to win in 2028 as well. I'm sure that by 2028 we'll be able to share fertilizers to be able to win. I think that that's a very defeatist comment.
You'll be able to win in 2028 if this government doesn't share fertilizer.
Oh, so the basis upon which parties win or lose is sharing fertilizer.
They say it's a very key thing.
Please, Umaru, let's credit the people of Ghana with some intelligence, and I will get into that.
Your candidate didn't sit on fertilizer in Accra.
How can that be? This is somebody who is self-made, and what is Brian Champon going to do with fertilizer? But let me deal with two issues that you raised. One is that break the 8, and that those are some considerations we should have made. Incumbency disadvantage, you call it. But let me place on record that this is not the first time the so-called break the 8 was attempted. In 2008, the NPP attempted to break the 8. When Akufo-Addo came, we saw the performance. The challenges of any government were also present during the tenure of Kufuor.
Maybe Kufuor did better than Akufo-Addo did. So blame Akufo-Addo now and not Kufuor.
Don't do the maybe. I know the facts.
Okay.
And I'm saying to you without equivocation that our government did so well.
This past government?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Who did free SHS? Who started the construction of 111 hospitals?
Who did haircuts?
Exactly. So that's one thing that you have mentioned. That's one thing. I was going to mention to you a litany of the things that the NPP government did, really and truly unprecedented. Investments in infrastructure. I will take the sports infrastructure for instance.
So you don't buy the argument that was Akufo-Addo who lost the election for you?
That's a non-starter. We should not get there at all. Look, by the time that the Akufo-Addo administration came, if we wanted to even just discuss astroturfs, sporting facilities, astroturfs, on this my 5 fingers, you will have. You will not be able to exhaust these fingers. By the time Akufo-Addo left, and the NDC had 8 years, the same 8 years that Akufo-Addo had. By the time Akufo-Addo left, you know the investments in sports infrastructure, for instance. Look what the government has done with education, STEM, the STEM facilities that have been brought. The health insurance, by the time we came, you go to an hospital, there will be 2 queues. People who are prepared to pay and the health insurance card holders. You know this. You have been reporting this consistently.
Let me bring you back. And so I want to talk about your candidate's track record at the Agric Ministry.
So I'll come to that. The point I'm making first is that when we tried to break the 8 the first time in 2008,
and you nearly did.
NDC did not embarrass us this way. Even though we lost the elections, it was after 3 trials.
50,000 votes.
Yes.
This
so that argument, millions, you see.
And I'm saying that it means that Kufuor did better, Akufo-Addo didn't do well. So it was the track record of Kufuor that nearly made you break the 8.
If you do that, you are going to even further indict the number 2 man who was sitting right by the side of Akufo-Addo within the 8 years.
He didn't have power. It was just ceremonial.
I mean, please don't let's go there. Don't let's go there. How do you say that? How do you say that? That's the head of the economic management team, for instance.
We've heard that he goes to.
Please, so I'm saying that
was doing things that.
I mean, I'm not going to get into excuses. I'm saying that the NPP government, our record is clear. We are human beings. There were 1 or 2 mistakes and failures here and there, but on the whole, nobody can argue that the NPP government was a failure, particularly and especially compared with the track record of the NDC. That argument cannot be made.
Okay, we need to go. So let's talk about candidates in Agric.
So that's number 1. The number 2, as far as I know, the minister responsible for agriculture has an intervention to mitigate the impacts of the dry spell, thought about the Ghanaian farmers, imported fertilizers into the country, and distributed those fertilizers to each and every single region across this country. The minister's job is not to go and carry fertilizers and be distributing it to farmers. That's a job for the local decentralized structures of our governance system, assemblies and so on. So if for one reason a district did not distribute the fertilizers or distributed them late, it is only in desperation of the highest order that will make somebody put the blame on the sector minister. Sanda, is it your understanding that it is the minister who should come and distribute fertilizer in the Sojaman? When the fertilizers go to a Sojaman, my district chief executive led the distribution. I was there, I saw.
Okay.
So I don't know what people are talking about.
I have one question for you, and I'm not going to answer the question you asked me, but rather I'm going to ask you a question. Talking about indictment.
But what question did I ask you?
No, you are asking me about the fertilizer thing, which I can't answer. But I'm saying that on indictments that you've talked about, your candidate is a sitting member of parliament.
Correct.
When we saw MPs endorsing a candidate, we didn't see huge number of MPs endorsing him. If his own peers don't trust him, why should MPP delegates trust him, and by extension Ghanaians?
His peers are the MPP members and the delegates.
The MPP,
I just told you
MPs
that.
are his peers.
No, I'm telling you.
If you say,
is he not an MPP person?
Yeah, but if they say that to be judged by your own peers,
yes,
my peers would be journalists. Brian Achampo's peers would be his MP colleagues.
Well, I'm saying that I see myself as a peer of his.
Okay.
I'm not an MP.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if MPs don't choose him,
I'll come to that. But I'm
no?
saying that Dr. Brian Achampon is really interested in the endorsement of the grassroots of our party.
Because he's not getting...
This them versus us concept, where a few people sit in Accra and see themselves as kingmakers, is also a part of the problem, because then they just want to be the beneficiaries after the battle is won.
MPs wield a lot of influence.
Well,
they were elected by these executives who you call grassroots. So why do you think that an MP in Accra...
I think that the delegates wield a lot of influence. You said that the delegates, the grassroots, the police station executives, they elected the MPs. It's not the other way around.
So they possibly advise the MP that when you go, you choose Baumia against...
But that's exactly the point I'm saying to you. We hear the delegates, the people with the real power, tell us that this is not our advice. Our advice is what we are manifesting, what we are saying. We want you. Let our MPs stay in Accra, tickle themselves and laugh. Let them probably go and, what should I say, negotiate a certain benefit package.
Is that what happened?
But this is what the delegates tell us. They tell me.
So
I'm not worried at all. There are over 220,000 individuals who are going to vote, including me. Each one of us has one vote. Even if all the 87 MPs decide that they are going to vote for one candidate, and over 200,000 delegates, police station, electoral area coordinators, constituency executives decide they are going to vote for the other, who will win? So I'm not worried at all about this.
We need to go, but January 31st, 2026, you are sure you're going to win, or you're just testing the waters?
We are winning. There's no question about testing the waters. We are doing this for party and for
when
country.
You wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror, you believe that your candidate will win.
Everybody who has engaged with our candidate knows that he is the candidate to beat the NDC in 2028. And they tell us, we have been around, we've been to Greater Accra, we've been to Ashanti, we've been to Eastern.
The polls don't show that you are doing any well. You're always
no, the polls show that. No, the polls didn't, the polls didn't show this until Dr. Brian Achampon stepped out. Today, you speak to the pollsters. The last time I saw polls from Mr. Musa Dankwa, for instance,
I have seen his polls.
No. I'm saying the last time I saw in Greater Accra, he was neck to neck with two other persons. Okay, in Ashanti region, he was in the lead.
Are you sure?
In Eastern region, he was in the lead.
Maybe you're looking at different Musa Dankwa. Maybe if there's a fake account called Musa Dankwa.
No. I follow these things too keenly. But I'm saying that polls are just feedback for us. We are also conducting our own polls, but the mother of all polls will be conducted on the 31st of January. But take it from me, Sanda. that the party people are really and truly hungry for power. And they know that the person who has the time, the energy, and the resourcefulness to execute a rigorous campaign capable of unseating the NDC is Dr. Brian Achampong.
Thank you so much for joining us, and wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.
That's Pius Enam Hadzide. He is a spokesperson of the Dr. Brian Achampong campaign. This has been Face to Face on Channel One Television. I'm Umaru Sandama. We will return next week with more. Please stay with Channel One TV.